As Nigerians get set for next Saturday's governorship and State House of Assembly elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) has warned politicians and their supporters to shun any acts of violence before, during, and after the exercise. Speaking at a meeting with the Agency Consultative Committee on Election Security, the Commission's chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, has asked politicians to speak to their agents and supporters to see election as a contest, not a war. Following the outcome of the just concluded presidential election, INEC chairman has appealed to politicians to refrain from acts of violence that may mar the elections or compromise the security of the personnel, observers, the media, and service providers. According to Mahmood, the governorship and state assembly elections this weekend involves more constituencies than the national elections held about 3 weeks ago. Speaking further, he explained that unlike the last elections involving 470 constituencies comprising one presidential, 109 senatorial districts, and 360 House of Representatives seats, while the state elections will involve 1,021 constituencies comprising 28 governorship and 993 state assembly seats.
There will also be more candidates involved and more collation centers to protect. These are also local elections involving keen contests. It is therefore important for parties and candidates to speak to their agents and supporters to see the elections as a contest and not war. They should refrain from acts of violence that may mar the elections or compromise the security of our personnel, observers, the media, service providers, and even the security personnel deployed to protect the process. The Commission is encouraged by the directive to state commands by the Inspector General of Police to handle all cases of electoral offenses expeditiously. We look forward to receiving the files from the Inspector General of Police. We will immediately set up a legal team to handle such cases in earnest.
The National Security Advisor, General Babagana Mongunu, threw his weight behind the commission, stating that for those planning to foment trouble before, during, and after Saturday's Governorship and State House of Assembly elections, gotten advice to perish the thought or face the wrath of the law.
We must comply with the rules. We must also allow everyone, I've said this so many times, to exercise their fundamental rights as citizens of this country. What we do not want to happen is for anybody to preempt and to take the law into his or her own hands. I want to be very, very clear on this. We're going to give the maximum support to all entities involved in this process. And we're also calling on the political bigwigs, the gladiators, to call their lieutenants to order. Anybody who is itching to undermine this process should please think again. It is not in his own interest, it is not in the interest of the nation as well.
The umpire, however, noted that there will be more candidates involved and more collation centers to protect, as there are also local elections involving keen contests. Annie T. Patrick, Core TV News, Abuja.